Hi there again, this is Eric with Minifigology.com, and today I'll be talking about LEGO Set 6088, the Fire Starter Set. This comes with 4 minifigures, has 92 pieces, and retails for about $10 in the United States. I think the name on this set is kind of interesting the way they've made it. Depends on how you say it. It can be the Fire Starter Set or the Fire Starter Set. So is somebody starting a fire, or is this a starter set for fire? Either they're starting it or they're fighting it, depending on how you say it, which I think is kind of funny. As always, let's start with some of the accessories. The most simple accessory that comes with this set is this little fence here with a couple of orange cleary or trans cones on the top, little dish plates on the bottom, and a one-piece fencing system to keep people away from the fire. The next piece I want to talk about is this fire vehicle here. It's a very, very simple build based on a 2 by, it looks like 6 gray brick. There's some simple wheel coverings here, some clearies or trans in the front, some handlebars used as handlebars here in the front, as well as handlebar used as a bumper here in the front. There's a roll bar in the back with a single blue tubular piece, trans or cleary. One thing I'd like to see for one extra piece is when they put a 1 by 2 tile across it, where we can put the one piece on it to make it centered in the middle. But maybe they left this hole open for a reason, which I'll show you in a second. Because on the back there is a fire extinguisher and a little axe on some clips. And one thing you can do with this axe, if you want to have an extra place to hold things, is to put this axe through this hole in the roll bar, and a minifigure, of course, can sit right there on the seat. The third accessory piece I want to talk about in this set is the fire area. I'm not sure if there is a fire happening on this or if it's a training piece. We can talk about it two ways. Let's talk about it first as if it's an actual fire, and this is maybe a gas station or some kind of oil rig where there's a pump here and some computer controls, and you can see the flames shooting out of something. Maybe there's a leak in the pipes from the pumping station, and the garbage can, of course, on the side. Or alternatively, you could think of it as maybe as a fire training station where they have a garbage can here for the waste. This is actually a fire hose, and there's the pressure regulator, and there's a second control for the flames to come out. And so you can turn up the flames, you can turn down the flames, and this is a little fire training station in the back of maybe a firehouse. But it's pretty cool how they use the trans pieces or the clearies for flames. You get both styles here of the flames. There's actually one flame style that's even bigger, but that doesn't come with this set. I really, really like how the pieces are all printed. My regular viewers know that I don't put stickers on anything. You can see all my sets on my website at minifigology.com. There's no stickers, and you can read the reasoning why I don't do that on the frequently asked questions page. Now let's talk about the minifigures. Starting here on this side, we have a firefighter. He has in his hand a fire extinguisher, the standard issue LEGO fire extinguisher, and a very unique helmet and respirator piece. If you've never seen this before, the helmet is one piece. It's a regular LEGO fire helmet in red. And then under his head here is the respirator piece. Let me see if I can take this off in one unit. I'm not very good that way. There we go. Under his head here is the respirator unit. And that, come on out, little guy. Poke him out with his neck. That's actually two pieces. It's a face mask and a breather unit or three pieces, excuse me. A face mask, a breather unit, and a air tank. These are the air tanks that were on the old space sets. I had these as a kid in different colors. And they've augmented it so it fits in this little clip here as the respirator and fits right onto his respirator unit. This has to go on before you put his head on. And his head is a standard minifigure head. There's no printing on the back. You can put him in there, and when he doesn't have his helmet on, you can flip up the face shield. But otherwise, he's designed to fit in there with his helmet covering everything, so it's nice and airtight. He doesn't get any smoke damage. On his body, on his turnouts, they're black turnouts, black firefighter uniform. He has gray hands and black, printed with silver and green, and a little dial here, maybe to see how much air he has back. There's a carabiner and a webbing belt to hold his tools and accessories on. The reflective stripes, you can see that they actually reflect in the light on his knees, and it's painted green and silver on the front. And then again on the back, the same printing with a safety harness and a little fire insignia for their fire station on the back. That's the first minifigure. The second one is a engineer or a handyman or a worker of some kind. He's actually sweating. You can see his face there. He's got some sweat beads coming down. He must be nervous about something. Either it's really hot and he's sweating, or maybe he did something wrong and he's sweating. Comes with a blue cap, the standard issue yellow minifigure hands, blue pants, and blue overalls with a couple of wrenches in his pockets and a little, looks like a pen in his pocket over a black t-shirt and a blue shirt. And also he has very, very minimal silver printing again. I really like this silver printing that they've been doing lately. And he has no reverse face and no printing on the back of his torso or legs. The third firefighter is a female, wearing the exact same turnouts as the male. You can see her little lipstick on her face there. And she has no printing on the back and is wearing the exact same turnouts as before. All of these city starter sets come with at least one female. In the past, LEGO's gotten some heat, no pun intended, for not having as many girls in the sets. And they come out with the Friends line, of course, but they're also including a lot more female minifigures in their series now. The final minifigure you get in this series is the Captain. And he comes with a standard issue walkie-talkie, a megaphone or a bullhorn, and he has, you can tell, a gold firefighter's helmet on. Little beard on him and black pants, and you can see he's got a badge, the logo, a necktie. He's not going to be actually fighting the fire, but telling people what to do from the sides with his radio and his megaphone. On the back, you can see he has another radio printed on, and his looks like his stripes on his shoulders there, and of course there's no extra face in any of these figures. What I really, really like about these sets, this fire starter set, is that you can play with it a number of different ways. You can have, for instance, the technician who's working on a gas line and he breaks something and it catches on fire and the fire team shows up. You can have different people driving in the car. He could be perhaps a technician that comes in to shut off the gas while the fire team is working on it. You have a couple of different fire extinguishers that come with the set. This could be a fire hose, and the firemen can be using this as a fire hose to spray out the flames. There's all kinds of different ways you can play with this set. And what I like about it is there's enough pieces that you can build it in a number of different ways. You could have the car catch on fire, turn into like a dune buggy that has an accident, and they could be doing a rescue of this guy. He's driving his dune buggy off hours without the wrench. A number of different ways you can play with it. And when you start to combine it with some of these other starter sets, you have a lot of different options. So for $10, you get 4 minifigures, a bunch of little accessories, and a lot of fun. Thanks for watching. Of course, be sure to check out my website, minifigology.com, and like and subscribe this video so I can keep bringing you more. Thanks for watching.